Hey guys, so we have some interesting news coming out of Amazon HQ, and some news that is maybe surprising. Originally, when I seen it, I was a little surprised myself, but the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. And that is that Amazon will now start showing ads on Amazon.com in a beta that will link to off Amazon D2C brands. Sounds pretty crazy, right? But the way I'm seeing this, what Amazon are doing here, is they're looking to beta test a situation where brands off of Amazon, brands on Amazon, where does the customer go? The customer goes to Amazon to shop, to start their search. Because we know that there is still a great portion of sales that happen off of Amazon, D2C, whether it's through Shopify sites or other marketplaces such as Walmart, Etsy, etc. But what Amazon are trying to do right now is basically say, okay, we see you guys on Google, and they're trying to basically negate all other marketplaces, negate Google. So they're basically trying to screw Google. They're not necessarily, I don't even think they're thinking about the seller or the third party seller on Amazon at the moment. I think they're purely testing this for a play to basically negate Google, Walmart, Etsy, all of these things. Because if the customer starts their search on Amazon, it basically removes all of their competitors, or negates a lot of their traffic. So this is what they're trying to do. So let me flip this around and we can have a look at the screen and I can go through it in a little bit more. So I hope you guys can see this. So top stories this week. This is Carbon 6 here. Amazon app to list D2C products will show products in the search results that don't sell directly, redirecting shoppers to brand websites for purchase. Again, fascinating. We'll ignore these other guys for here. So let's see what it says. Amazon takes on Google with new search-based shopping feature. Amazon beta test system, okay. Where they'll now include 2 third-party links. Interestingly, Daniel and me as well, very recently launched off of Amazon as well through Shopify, and we're already making a lot of sales, so this is good. Very interesting at Amazon, and they're looking at this D2C. But not every brand I don't think is going to be suited to off Amazon. It really depends on the brand. So let's see what this looks like. Okay, so we're on our iPhone here. We're looking. So this is obviously shop directly on there. Okay, I mean it. Look, it's fairly straightforward. You're continuing off Amazon's site, and that will mean, what does it mean for us as Amazon sellers? Well, what it means is not only are our ads going to be competing with other sellers on Amazon, but they're also now going to be competing with D2C brands that are not on Amazon. So I do think from a advertising cost perspective, as an Amazon seller, we're going to be looking at higher costs for ads, or at least more competitors showing up. And that's assuming that this beta is successful. Maybe this is not something they'll roll out. However, interesting to see. I also did hear through someone recently that Amazon are putting more time into the marketplace itself, as in making their profits on the advertising, making the profits on the fees themselves, as opposed to their private label brands. So that is also another push in this direction here, making the marketplace better. If they have the best marketplace, then they can be the best or the number one retailer, that's for sure. Increased visibility, okay, yeah. So non-Amazon brands can get increased visibility. Loss of traffic, third party, yeah, so they're competing with external sites, exactly. Data collection, so again, Amazon, if they're putting their business hats on, they're doing it not only to knock Google, but also to leverage some of this data as well. Now it's saying here future product development, private label product development, which I know us as third party Amazon sellers don't like. Obviously this has always been the case in retailers, physical brick and mortar, that they sell their own brands. But I do think from a FCC, European Antitrust Commission perspective, that Amazon may be in for, I think they already are getting cases against them, but I think they will be in for monopolistic practices potentially at some point. So I do think it would be a smart decision on their behalf to go double down on the marketplace themselves. I do think if they are leveraging the customer insights and building private label brands themselves, I do think, like, if we look at the fairness of marketplace and free economy or free markets, that would be a step too far. We've obviously seen a lot of Google and Apple, Facebook, etc., getting a lot of antitrust cases in the EU. Now, US is traditionally not as regulated, and potentially less so now with Trump getting into office. You would think that he will be very much free markets. However, the guy is he's a business guy. He understands, I think, the leverage some of these big players have on everyone else. So let's see. So yeah, I mean, it's a fascinating time. For sure, we'll be looking to beta test this and see. Again, I'm sure it's a private beta for now, but more competitors coming. Again, just points to being smarter with traffic, smarter with products, and building a really awesome offer. So I hope this was interesting. It was definitely interesting for me to read into it, and I will have another video coming on the potential next steps for something like this. Cheerio, guys.